Hello. Thank you for joining New Vision TV. This is the Handshake. I am Rachel Navisuri. With me, Edna Mubiru. Edna Mubiru, you're welcome.
Thank you, Rachel.
Today we're going to look at the importance of low-cost credit business to boom. You realize that Uganda is making strides to become an oil-producing province, which is being done through the Petroleum Authority of Uganda. And in order to achieve this, the Ministry of Energy, Mineral Development, Uganda National Oil Company and Petroleum Authority organized the 4th International Oil and Gas Summit in Kampala. During the summit, it was noted that there is need for fair balance. And with me in the studio, Edna Mubiru will help us discuss the importance of low-cost credit to businesses. Edna.
Yes.
We've observed that there's a gap in the local entities not having enough capital. What is the importance of low-cost credit for businesses to boom in Uganda?
Well, if any business is going to expand or grow, they need money, you see. So the cost of credit right now is quite high. And from the discussions at the Oil and Gas Conference, we are talking about getting local businesses into the oil industry. But then this industry is capital intensive, you know. Some of the services, we are looking at the low-hanging fruits right now, for example, transportation and catering. But there are the bigger services that need to be offered, drilling services, you know, heavy goods transportation, and we don't have a lot of expertise in that area. And because the credit is so expensive, I mean, interest rates of 20% are not going to help a business that wants to get into this sector right now. So we need low-cost capital, but we also need it to be patient. Right now, our loans have a tenure of let's say 5 to 8 years. You know, in 5 to 8 years, has a business grown big enough to break even? And have they made a profit enough to put it back into their business? So there are issues that we need to talk about.
Yes, and what are some of the options for financing these businesses?
When you look at, if a company has all their paperwork in order, they should be able to attract partnerships. We've seen a bit of that in the oil industry right now. There are a number of people that are working with international companies, either drillers and, you know, but beyond the partnerships, you can also, there's also venture capital. It's a kind of partnership, but with a different arrangement. You know, you just talk about who gets what percentage of the business, or they're angel investors, but then this is a high capital intensive industry.
Is it open to the locals?
Oh yes, I mean, if you've got all your books in order, you should be able to attract either a venture capitalist or a partner, as long as you're doing your things right. And that is where many of our businesses go wrong. You know, you don't put everything on the books, and then when a partner comes to check, they don't want to deal with you because maybe you're not remitting your NSSF, or you're not, you know, there's something you're not doing right. So if you're doing everything right, you'll get the business, you'll get a partner. The other option would be listing on the stock exchange, but you're still getting people to give you money, but then they own a bit of the business. So the options are there. We just need to organize our businesses in order to take advantage of those.
All right, thank you, Edna. There seems to be a challenge. The challenge of low-cost credit seems to cut across all businesses in the country. And also there is a challenge that many of the businesses in Uganda are not surviving beyond the 3rd generation. What is the cause of this, and how can this be addressed?
Well, we are good at starting businesses, but then we are not very good at keeping them afloat, and that is a big problem. One of the reasons why they don't survive is because why have you started it in the first place? You know, there are people starting businesses to get a side income. So if it's not moving as fast, or it's not getting as many customers as possible, they'll drop it and jump onto the next business.
Is that due to peer pressure?
Well, we there's a copycat issue as well. If someone thinks that this is a money maker, we all go that direction, and then you flood the market with this product. And if it's not making money, then you'll move on to something else. So essentially, you're jumping business to business. You're not starting out saying that you're going to build a company and this is the purpose of the business. You know, if you know where you want to be in 10 years, chances are high you'll weather the storm longer, because you're giving yourself a period of time in which to get to where you want to be. And growth is a curve, really. You know, you're not going to start a business today and it's going to break even in the next few months, and then you're hitting profit after profit. So we need to rethink how we are starting these businesses and why we are starting them.
There are always highs and lows within any business.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Edna.
Thank you.
Thank you for being on the show.